Does this shirt make me look pregnant with or without the glove?
Welcome back to the Incrustables podcast. I'm Roman.
I'm Logan.
We're gonna talk about some random crap.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Not so random much anymore, but
No. So I recently saw the Stitch movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it was good. It was really good. Yeah, because I know they're making the Moana two, not Moana two, Moana.
the live action Moana.
I forgot Moana two existed.
Yeah, because it
I
sucks.
don't even know what it's
They
about.
didn't even get Lin Manuel Miranda to do the music like they did the first movie.
Yeah, I forgot he did the non
He did
whatever her name is.
He did Mufasa music.
Yeah, but he also did the thumb and then the sky, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's why that's bad. No one wanted it.
Oh, nobody wants that.
Nobody wanted that. But so the Stitch movie, I'm a crybaby, so I cried like 2 times. But I was also tired, so I was like, this is a good movie. Stitch is cute too. So um no, we went to it Saturday because we weren't able to see it Friday night. And there, besides your comment on the shark guy not being there, it was
I don't
pretty,
remember his name.
yeah, but it was pretty accurate. The only thing that changes that people are like pissed about is that the mad scientist and the other guy that's supposed to go down to Earth and monitor it because he's an Earth specialist alien, they don't they have to dress up, but
Mhm.
they're not going to dress up like how they did in the movie where they look like humans. They use technology to clone. So they like touch a human, which happened to be Zach Galifianakis and that other guy that I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know, they touch them. It's basically like a wildcat. You touch the animal, and yeah. So basically, they touch them. They like, okay, scan the DNA, and then they turn into them. Creative idea. I mean,
It's different.
yeah,
That's
it's
for sure.
different, but it's not a bad idea. And people are like,
But it worked for the.
yeah, but and here's another thing. There are so many people in the movie compared to the Disney movie. You looked at where they were. There was not a lot of people in that Disney movie, the old one, compared to like this movie had like if it was in modern day.
It was a lot more populated.
Yeah, it was in
Okay.
modern day, so it had to make sense of you had to use their technology.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that makes
like
sense.
I mean, even where they lived, you looked at the scenes, and Lilo and her sister was completely surrounded by everything. Where they lived, you was 5 feet down the street, and there was like an open like driveway, like open street where people drove. So it made sense. But no, definitely go see it. I'd see it again.
Yeah, I need to go watch it.
It was really good.
I like Lilo
Yeah,
and Stitch.
but
I grew up on that.
yeah, but we had some good snacks.
Good snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Okay, I will tell you. Yeah, because we're gonna go into this the ranking some stuff. We're gonna rank some snacks. I'll tell you what I had. I think you should have. You might like it, but you might not. Amber's doormate is Mexican and told her to try these peanuts. They're like Japanese style, but you know how like America has American food that's
Hmm.
Japanese style. Yeah, so it looks like it's from Japan, but it's not. They're peanuts covered in like a hard shell. They're crunchy as fuck. I mean, they could break a tooth, but they're like not. That's just they sound crunchy, but they're not really. They're really loud, but they're not that dangerous. They have like a little kick to it, but they're like soy sauce and all that. I think you probably would like it.
Interesting.
They're not super. They don't taste super Asian-y. Like, they don't taste like an Asian, like the Asian mix with like sesame or whatever. They don't taste that. It's like kind of sweet, a little salty, and then like a kick that goes is there and then goes away real quickly. So
Interesting.
that's what makes it like they're so addictive because they're not like everlasting burn or whatever. It's like
Hmm.
it's almost like a black pepper s spice, not a spicy.
Okay.
But I think you'd like that.
I mean, I'll have to try it,
Yeah, but
obviously.
they're they're crunchy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you like softer.
Bring me some.
We bought a crap ton. You know the store that Josh goes to, the Mexican Las. I can't remember the one where Audio Works used to be.
Okay.
Go down Dixie, it's right on the right
Yeah.
side. Yeah, we
That's where
bought. Yeah,
Josh gets all his.
yeah. That the gum.
You might run into him.
I thought so, but it didn't.
It's like bread. Yeah, one day he just brought like
It's
bread
bread,
into
and then he
school.
brought the cinnamon leche. Can't remember what that's called.
I think he made that.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he brought it in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh. Miss you.
Legend.
He was awesome. He never was sad. He's like, yeah, hey,
He was always in a good mood.
no, I love him.
You never knew if things were bad at home.
I need him. I miss him.
No wonder life's been so rough.
I miss
No
him.
Josh.
No, Josh. Like, I miss him. Like, I need him in college. I need, like, for how big Dap is, if I could just run into him once a day, it'd be great. Just give him a high five, give him a hug. You know,
I
if
should
you just
just text him.
like how you doing. I know. I almost want to just go out to dinner with him. Get him like I don't know. Like
Take Josh to Acapulco's.
no. If he thinks that's like authentic, maybe
Acapulco.
I go to a
La
I go to
Pinata.
no, not La Pinata. No, I go to El Trumpo in Westchester ish area, like almost Liberty. It's off Mulhauser. You go off Mulhauser, take a
I know what you're talking about.
go
I've been
on.
there once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's authentic.
Maybe it was just my company, but I didn't like it.
No, they got good food. They got good food. No, yeah, the company was definitely your issue.
Yeah,
they have kids on menu, so they'll feed you if you're
They'll
picky.
give me my chicken nuggets.
They got it. I looked. I was my mom was like, we went to Soho one time. They brought it to you in that boat though.
I know.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
The fries were.
No, they probably were like coated with stuff, so I had that little crunch of seasoning.
It was good, and then everybody else was waiting on them to make their food.
Yeah, you couldn't like. You were done by the time I finally got my food.
Yeah.
I was like,
I wasn't going to wait. I was hungry.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. But anyway, yeah, I had those peanuts as like a snack. They were loud, but it's movie theater food. It's gonna be loud. But anyway, what are your favorite movie theater snacks?
All right, so as we do with Thank You Very Much, it's not in order.
We're just ranking. We're just kind of like we throw five things on a rank.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one pedestal of like 5 of your favorite things, and then like 6 through 10 through the bottom of like infinity, or just
like a shelf.
Yeah, you kind of
put all your
favorite
things on the top.
And then the rest don't matter.
Yeah. I feel like at the bottom will be nachos. Nachos are just so good.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go with you on that, but just because the ability for it to mess up, because they're expensive. They're not like
they can be.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be paying $7 to $10 for some like Lunchable-esque nachos that are like bad cheese. I
don't normally get anything other than popcorn when I go to the
movie. Me neither. Yeah, but
and maybe candy.
Yeah. Well, what I recently do is I go to Jungle Gyms. What we did.
I know you guys sneak.
Yeah, we went to Jungle Gyms. Yeah. Well, she had a small enough purse, and it was perfect. We got like 2 boxes. We got like Milk Duds and sour stuff, and they fit perfectly. And they were $1 each at Jungle Gyms. So instead of paying $5 for a little thing, but anyway, I know it would be hard. That's why I'm saying like they're 5, just because the ceiling for nachos is like almost number 1 for me.
When I went to go see ELO,
yeah, you told me about the food the nachos you had.
Me and Riley were like really craving nachos for something.
No, I get you.
We went into the VIP area and it was like macarons and veggie roll-ups.
Yeah, ew.
I tried a veggie roll-up. It wasn't good. I tried a chocolate cheesecake, which I don't like cheesecake, but it was pretty good.
Good. Was it like good cheesecake or was it like cheap cheesecake?
How would I know?
Cheap's like
it tasted good.
Okay.
So it was probably cheap.
Maybe. I don't know.
It tasted good to me.
Yeah, you got cheap taste.
No, but we were craving nachos and we went down, bought us some nachos. They tasted just like Lunchable ones, and I was like, man, I kind of missed the Lunchable nachos. I was like, I'm gonna go get me some Lunchable nachos so I can take the.
But
I didn't even take them anywhere. I just ate them at home. You remember that?
Yeah, you did.
My nachos on the couch.
Yep, you did.
Or the pizzas.
Oh, dude, I'm hungry. I'm about to eat after this. Damn it. I was like, I didn't have breakfast.
Me neither.
But yeah, waking up late. What did I have? No, I had food, but it was like not a thing. It was small.
Okay.
It was like a biscuit or something, like a cookie, and that was it. But anyway, um, uh, yeah, but the ceiling for nachos for me are so high. Like if you go to I go to a sports thing with Amber's family when we like like we watched the Bengals game one time where we did trivia. Their nachos are good fried like tortilla chips or corn chips and fresh queso. Like when I call them nachos, I don't know why. Like
I don't know
it's
why they're
it's how
considered
it's okay.
nachos.
It's how people phrase it because nacho cheese is not cheese. It's this thing. So if you're gonna call it nachos because it's that type of cheese, then it's basically not on my list. But chips and queso act as the exact same thing.
I don't understand why it's movie theater nachos or Lunchable nachos or whatever are categorized as nachos because it's just loose chips
With
and
cheese
then
dip.
cheese on the side.
Yeah. So that's yeah, nachos
It's
are
just dip it.
yeah,
That'd be like me
nachos I
going to
don't
Taco Bell asking for nachos and expecting the chips and cheese.
yeah. But yeah, my cat yeah, it's basically like chips that's what chips and queso is. In my opinion, if you get a little bucket, like if you were to have like I don't know, like a hot dog or something, those little plastic ones like sometimes like school would have. And if you had good tortilla chips or good chips on it, good cheese, and then you're untapping. Almost basically if you were to go to like a UDF or 7-Eleven because they have those there. They have the little buckets, though they have like a roll that's been there for 14 hours. You can top it with cheese, onions, peppers, whatever you want. That is what I would have at 5.
Hmm.
If I could make my own movie theater, because
We should.
dude, Incrustables movie theater, Incrustables cinema, Incrustables cinema. But that sounds kind of cool. But
We
no,
should. That'd
yeah,
be
but
crazy. That'd
no,
go
but the
hard.
more marketing, like I already know, like AMC is the biggest movie theater brand. They'd have shitty stuff. Their stuff's overpriced,
Their
and
nachos would be the separated, like
they'd
chips and
some,
cheese.
yeah. But I feel like if you were to go to like a standalone movie theater that's not a like a chain,
I feel like uh was it Springdale?
Springdale, I think had
I feel like
theirs
Springdale
was
is a good
better.
medium.
There's a bet. Yeah, that's there's still a brand, but they're not as big. If
No.
you were to go to like one that's not in a mall, but that's a standalone owner, because I've seen some places like it's like a bowling alley. That's
Deerfield has
yeah. It's
that
something
it's a
that's
standalone
yeah.
one.
Those have they'll either be
It's a big theater though,
yeah
so they might not have good
well
reviews.
yeah they'll either be a standalone that's cheap or they'll be a standalone that has fresh stuff. It depends on where you live too. But that's why I'm 5. Is because it's like it's either shitty chips and shitty cheese, or you have really really good. So I'm not gonna risk and say like, oh, it's a 1 or 2. But yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
All right. I think my next one's gonna be pretzels, specifically in like the pretzel shape, not the bites,
hmm
with a cheese dip.
Yeah.
Because you can't go wrong with pretzel and cheese dip.
No, dude.
There's no way to mess that up.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's some better things that you
Yeah. Okay.
can get than that. I don't know. I may be wrong.
For my number like 4. Oh gosh, it's either a tie. They're kind of this. They're like they're. It's I'll say like a basic, and I'll say 2 candies that are basically the same in that category. Either the cookie dough balls or milk duds. I'm an old guy apparently because apparently I like milk duds and a lot of people don't. I like caramel that's covered in chocolate.
I don't like caramel,
Yeah,
so
a
that's
lot of people don't like caramel, but I like. Here's where I was battling because I definitely have 2 candies on here.
mm-hmm.
I like citrusy candy, like fruity candy, and I like chocolate candy. If I'm gonna go back and forth, the whole point to have the candy is you go back and forth between that popcorn and that candy. Would I
Okay.
rather? What's more balancing? I feel like I could definitely go back between some like this like sour sweet with that salty buttery like really really well. I could do it with the chocolate, but I feel like the chocolate would get pretty boring after a while or too much, too rich. Or the sweet salty chocolate, I might be like maybe not. but it's still really good. And I'd go with like maybe a richer, slower paced chocolate, like a dud or a dough ball.
I need to try the dough balls.
They're so
I
good.
didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, you might need to go get some at wherever.
Um, so I'm just gonna say this: my number one and two go together.
Mm.
We're not there yet,
Okay.
but I eat them together. Now my number three. What is my number three?
Okay.
I wasn't even thinking about my number three. Um,
Do you need to pull up the chocolate stuff more because you like that more than you like the non-chocolate
yeah, I might
snacks?
have to do yours, and I'll just look this
Okay,
up.
my number three is your number four. I'm gonna go with those pretzels. But man, if it, I do love a nice. You might need to look up movie theater chocolates and not just chocolates because you're getting like German, French brands of chocolates. But um, here's the thing: if I'm gonna, I do love a nice pretzel, like a twist, and a standard pretzel shape. Me and my mom went
Are those
to.
though?
Yes,
Okay.
you need to get those, dude. They're so good. Me and you will get goobers. I remember having some goobers. There's chocolate covered peanuts. There you go.
I'll
There's
just
a
open
list.
this up,
Okay.
and I'll
But
get rid of this one.
here's the thing. I love
Wow, that's a lot.
I love a standard pretzel. Me and my mom went to Kosai and we were starving. It was probably one or two. We didn't have lunch and we just wanted to no, it was way later than that. It was 4 o'clock because the thing ended around 5 o'clock, so we were eating pretty late. It was around 3:34, and we bought a pretzel at this like coffee place that's in the museum. And man, oh man, was it so good! But if I'm gonna have it in a theater, I don't want to be hauling around like a bigger pretzel piece with salt that might fall off and get in my seat. I do want to worry about those janitors. Not really, but if it's me,
Salt attracts birds.
no, they track bees.
Oh, bees.
That's what it
Sorry.
was. No, we had a marching band competition, and this bee, and they like the wind was gusty, and I had the paper plate full of pretzel salt went
It was a good pretzel
everywhere.
though.
It was a good pretzel. Competition pretzels were good, and the pretzel salt went everywhere. And the guy's like, now it's gonna attract bees, not bugs, bees, because you would automatically think,
You would
oh,
think an ant or something.
yeah, because ants like food, but what mostly attracts insects is sugar, especially bees, because they use that sugar and whatnot, and they eat it and make honey, something like that. I
I
don't
thought it was
remember
gonna be
what it was.
bird. I thought it was birds.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna lie.
think an animal that's actually interested in salt would be not bees. And he's like, salt bees. I'm like, they're not attracted to that type of salt. They like the human salt. Whatever. It was stupid. If it's me, La Roses or whatever little pretzel bites. Because
Those are pretty
if
good.
I'm gonna have it like a theater and I just want a little bite of something, if I'm gonna take like, it's no, but no, am I not? I'm not degrading a regular pretzel. I'm saying conveniency wise and how
I
I
might have
want
a
it.
pretzel after this.
I really want La Rosa's pretzel bites right now.
How is money?
I know. Wait, do you have pretzels?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm having one right now.
we have soft pretzels.
Let's get them after this podcast.
Yeah,
Okay. Screw the podcast. No. But
I put like a slice of deli cheese
yeah, I
on
know
top of
you.
my
I know
pretzel.
you microwave it. I know. I
Oh,
know.
so good.
I know. We'll
Mm.
do it. We'll do that. We'll
Mm.
do that in a minute. But anyway, if it was up to me, stop grunting. If it was up to me, I'd go to La Rosa's, or if it was because sometimes they have like restaurants in the chains. Because if that theater wants better ones, they'll have restaurants right next door, either in a mall or whatever. I would go get pretzel bites from La Rosa's and with
And
that beer cheese
yeah,
or just good cheese. Because
just
again,
any cheese.
like nachos, if it's a bad cheese, kind of messing up.
I mean, the pretzel.
I'm pickier on the cheese.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
I
saying bad
understand that.
cheese is not good. I'm saying bad cheese makes that not as good as like a chocolate candy.
I feel like if a pretzel, the pretzel can save the bad cheese.
Yes,
Just because, like, if the cheese is bad, it
got
still
a good
tastes good with the
because it's
pretzel.
salty stuff on a good
If
pretzel. Yeah, if the pretzel's bad, you're like, might as well
the
just.
pretzel's not that good, which
I'm
it's
just
hard to mess up a pretzel.
It is, but well, they're fake ones, yes. But if you leave it in, it's either really, really like grady. Not it's hard, but it's not hard. It's more it's doughy, but not chewy doughy. It's like it's like if it was gluten free. That's the best way I can phrase it. But anyway, those would be my three little bites. If I could have 12 of those, in reality, I'd pay $8 for 12. But no, I'd probably be paying 15 because things are expensive.
I guess honestly, I had my mind set on one, and I saw another one.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Sweet tarts.
Really
I forgot I love sweet tarts.
surprised?
I know.
Chewy or original?
Original, not the chewy ones.
You
I like the chalk.
love
I
that.
love eating chalk. I love me some Flintstone vitamins too.
I hate them.
The chalky ones, you hate those?
I hate Flintstone vitamins.
The purple ones though.
I don't like it. No,
The purple.
I don't like it.
I don't like
Me and
it.
Amber were saying that so many times yesterday. Um, no, I don't like Flintstone vitamins. The chalk, yeah, no. I have PTSD. I took pills when I was so young due to my Crohn's, and when the pills dissolved and gave that like powdery feel on my tongue, I gagged really heavily.
So you just associate
And
the
yeah,
chalky feel
yeah. So
to
when I
that.
have like protein shakes that you still feel that grain, that's really bad. I get really my stomach tightens up. Flintstone vitamins, and then I had a bad experience with the taste, and so if it's anything with like medicine or anything like a supplement and it's something like that, it just automatically drives me back to being a kid and having no answers to things. So I prefer not to have it.
No, but I like sweet tarts. Sweet tarts are pretty
You
good.
go your roll.
All right, you can do. Do you want to do your one and two, and then I do my one and two, or do you just want to do
Yeah,
your
because they kind
two?
of go with each other. Because I'll get my one by itself. I do that. But if I have time and money, I'll go get it. More time just because I'm always going to do this from now on. It's Sour Patch watermelons and popcorn. I
And you eat those
don't.
together?
Yeah.
Like you go popcorn and then you grab.
More so like a little bit more popcorn just because there's more of it. But honestly, now that I get other salty stuff to go with it, like the peanuts, I'll get a small popcorn. Save me $3. But
Jeez.
not real. But no, I get a small. If it's with me and Amber, we just did a small and we were fine. It was, I mean, because if you get like a large for people and then a large drinks, because you're gonna want enough soda to balance out the popcorn, that means the drinks go up high a lot more, and so you end up spending like $70 instead of 50 or something like that. But um, I just it's I sound like some guy who's saying vanilla ice cream's our favorite. It, it's not for me, but popcorn is the reason why it's a universal. If you have
Oh, popcorn's my number one.
if you
Yeah, no,
got yeah, there's no doubt
it
about
should be
if
everybody's.
you have smoking good popcorn. I mean, not like this, just the, but if you have like not just the salty, you get that butter flavor, that artificial butter flavor. That is to
I
die
think
for.
not even movie theaters do, but
Just
popcorn,
popcorn in
right?
general is a underrated.
It's
Popcorn outside of movie theater is underrated as a snack.
it's I don't know what company it is.
Smart food.
No, it's movie theater pop. Like they specifically advertise it as movie theater popcorn.
Act two.
No,
Oh, Act two is pretty
it's like an
spot
old
on.
man on it.
Oh, Rickenbacker.
Maybe.
Yeah, Rickenbacker. Not Rickenbacker. That's a guitar. No, Red and Redmeyer. I thought it's not Rickenbacker. It's oh, what is that? It's it's red, but it's something Redenbacher.
It's a red box.
Yeah, but it has red in the title. Um, Red Redmeyer, Redenbacher,
I'm gonna look
something
it
like
up.
that. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, it has a man in it. It's pretty old. Rhett and Link did it, and they ranked popcorn, and they ranked this as number
Orville. Orville Redenbacher.
Redenbacher. Okay, I was right. Okay, Redenbacher. Yeah.
His movie theater
No,
popcorn.
there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You sold
Specifically,
that to your needs and then
no.
pour their
Specifically,
butter
the
on it.
movie theater version,
Yes.
not the regular. Yeah.
Yes.
No, theirs.
That is peak. That is the best popcorn
It's
you could
almost
ever
best
have.
snack. Top 5 snack
I
of all
want it. I'm gonna
time.
tell my mom to get it.
Me too. I was like, you know what? Just get it. Who cares? It's healthier. It's healthier than chips or whatever. It's not fried. It's just salt. So who cares?
A lot of salt. I put a lot of salt on
I
mine.
know. Or I'll get sometimes
I'm a
if
salt
I'm
kind of guy.
sometimes if I'm feeling zesty. No, I did that yesterday, and I was like, I did going off the tick.
Wrong choice of words, maybe.
Yeah, I was going off of the TikToks. And like, oh man, Dad, this juice is sense, and the dad's like, oh, you're rat or something like that. But no, I'll get the flavor powder that's for popcorns, or they say it's for chicken or whatever. If it's like, I know a lot of people don't use it, but sometimes it's like sour cream and onion or cheddar. Sometimes Grippos would be really good on popcorn. I really need. I did that once, and I need to do it better.
I want the Grippo seasoning
I'm gonna get another
so
one
bad because I miss my Grippo grilled cheese and my Grippo mac and cheese.
when I made you the Grippo grilled cheese.
No, I made the.
You made the Grippo?
Yeah.
No, I made you one. No, I did.
I don't.
No, I did.
I remember that one night we were
No.
watching.
This was before you moved out.
We were watching How I Met Your Mother.
We were watching How I Met Your Mother or Chaos. One of those two.
It was chaos.
Chaos. And I was in the kitchen, and I was like, here's how you do it.
I was making mac and cheese.
You were making the mac and cheese.
You were doing.
I was the grilled cheese. Yeah, because you just
And
put the mac and cheese.
and I
You
was
put
like,
the you put
look
the
at this. Bam!
yeah, you put the flavoring on the mac and cheese. But I remember I was like,
I went
here's
gourmet with mine.
no, I know.
Did I go gourmet with yours, or did you not want the gourmet?
No, I want a gourmet.
Sprinkled the cheese on top
Yes,
of it too.
yes. No, it was a darn good. No, I remember making the grilled cheese because we had, I think we used American or just what cheddar I had, and then I remember making the butter spread that was for the.
You did do the butter.
And
spread.
I put the Grippo seasoning in the butter because it was orangish. Good. There's finger movements you can't hear, or you maybe can't. It's my bracelet, but there are finger movements of excitement going on in here because we want pretzels and Grippo's mac and cheese and Grippo's grilled cheese again, dude. Me and you, ever like on a Friday night, you either come over to Bell Street or somewhere where we have like where we can be loud as hell or loud as possible, just do whatever and just cook like unhealthiest food and watch stupid shows, play games, and have a sleepover. Your number two?
That'd be great. My number two, M&Ms.
Okay, so yeah,
I pour the M&Ms
in the popcorn. Yeah, I knew you were gonna be that guy.
It's so good.
You're that guy. No, I know.
I am that guy.
No, it's almost on the same level as you making the goldfish and marshmallows, where it's that
people dog on that so much.
It's not dog. It's good.
People dog on that. They don't try it.
They don't try it. They're like, "Ew, what am I? You don't try it."
It's so good.
It
makes no sense at all.
But anyway, yeah, that's our stuff because I think. But yeah. But speaking of other movies that came out, I'm gonna get to it. There's a no, but there's a. What movie are you excited to come out?
Are we being serious here?
Or? Okay, be serious and then unserious.
Well, there's 3.
And
they all come out in the same month.
What's your third? The one with Scarlett Johansson's in it?
Yeah.
Really? I'm not excited. I'm gonna go see it.
That looks good, dude.
I think they're just dragging it on.
Okay, but it's a different story. Like, it's not a repeat like the past 3.
It's like making another Star Wars one. It's like,
okay. We're talking about Jurassic World.
Okay. Yeah, there's Jurassic World.
Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm only excited for it. One, I love the Jurassic Park franchise.
I know you love Jurassic Park.
Even though the second one sucked, third one sucked, Jurassic World 2 sucked.
I'll say the third one was better than the second one, though. Only because the Spinosaurus was in it. I like the Spinosaurus. No, second was good. By no means am I saying it's good. I think the third one was a little.
Dude, you just threw me through.
Did you think I was gonna say the third one was good?
That's basically what you said.
No,
you said it was better than the second one. Had Vince Vaughn in it, dude, and Ian Malcolm.
Yeah.
It had Jeff Goldblum and Vince Vaughn.
And you think what?
You say the third one's better
because of the Spinosaurus.
Who cares? Alan Grant had the PTSD where his friend became a velociraptor in the plane. Like, in no way is that movie good.
No, I'm not saying third is a good movie. I'm saying third is like a pile of shit. Number two is a pile of shit,
That's one
but
big pile of
but
shit.
it's one big pile of shit. It's that big pile of shit. Third, you're like, that's shit. Second one,
that's
that's a big pile of
that's
shit.
still my favorite meme. Is
That's
like
a big pile of
him him looking at the future of the franchise.
yeah.
That's one big
Big pile
pile
of
of shit.
shit.
No, but the Spinosaurus is going to be in Rebirth.
Good.
Actually, multiple
Mm-hmm.
Spinosauruses.
Good. It's
And
the
they did make a new dinosaur, but it's like a failed experiment gone wrong.
don't tell me it's another like big. Is it like more of a bird style, or is it gonna be another raptor esque
I'm gonna be
creature?
honest with you, it looks more like like Alien from Alien.
Huh?
Hold on.
Show me pictures. Hold on.
Yeah, you need to see
Because
this.
it's if it's different. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, they made another raptor. They made another
No,
Indominus Rex.
no, they did
Because they
not.
made what? Both the Indominus. Okay, that's at least better. That's better. It's a dip dunk. It's a what's that shark? It just looks kind of like a sperm whale, but you put it on.
It looks like a
Um, no,
beluga,
there's what
a beluga
beluga whale.
whale.
Yeah, you're thinking it looks like a xenomorph a little bit, and it does. That's kind of cool though. Okay, I can lie. That's kind of cool. That is definitely failed because it has a
Yeah,
round. It's they. I can tell that it was definitely stopped as an experiment because it doesn't have a full processed head. It's almost like a human skull. How it just goes around. Kind of like what's that one dinosaur that has the it's meant for headbutting.
the
Yeah,
Pachycephalosaurus.
Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't get. I knew it was very. It's a very well known dinosaur name, but I just couldn't get it.
it's 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 not.
I know it. Well, because I play the games, I watch the movies, so
Yeah,
I know it.
people who know dinosaurs know it. But if you show them, there's like,
What's
if you show
that?
some random person, they're
They'll
like,
know what it is a little. They should.
I've seen it. I
Yeah,
don't know the name.
it's like I know you got Diplodocus. You got
If you show them a Parasaurolophus, they're not gonna say it's a Parasaurolophus. They're gonna be like, oh, it's that one
they'll
dinosaur.
they'll like okay us.
What's that? Velociraptor.
We know secondary turn like no we know secondary. I know secondary. You probably know third
Yeah,
because you a bit more.
I love dino.
I know
I'm such a loser.
Pachycephalosaurus. I know Diplodocus. What's the and then there's the was it Pteranodon the version the basically a pterodactyl esque
Pteranodon.
Pteranodon, yeah. So like that second level, which is wasn't the pterodon basically the strongest of the most one of the, like the biggest version of the flying ones?
No,
Which one was the biggest one?
Quetzalcoatlus.
That's one. Yeah, yeah. I think one of them's like the pterodactyl's not
Is
that
that what it?
big.
I I always get the Quetzalcoatlus. I believe that's what it's called. Confused because there's a Mayan myth. It's like Quetzal something. Like
Quetzalcoatl.
yeah, maybe.
I know that term. I know Quetzal like Quetzal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I always get confused
yeah.
because
I
I'm
think
like,
you're right
am I
though.
getting it wrong? Like,
Yeah, it's like
no,
yeah,
that is the biggest flying
yeah. Because
creature ever known to man.
everyone knows T Rex, Triceratops,
Velociraptor,
Velociraptor, pterodactyl, and like pterodactyls.
Stegosaurus.
Yeah, pterodactyls weren't giant compared to these guys.
Velociraptors weren't even big either.
No, no, they're like three
They're
feet
turkey
tall.
size.
Yeah, they're 3 feet tall. These ones that made them now, I'm like, they're not realistic.
No, they don't
No,
go for realistic
no,
anymore.
like the birds today would beat a velociraptor. Like the ostrich one, the one
Oh,
in Australia. That's
the emu
no the
or
other
the
one,
cassowary.
the cassowary.
Cassowaries
Those
are
things are
terrifying.
they're aggressive
Oh my
though. They
god.
with their horn, that little blade on their head, they would tear a velociraptor. If you had like two, it would lose, but it's just
I mean, you had like,
because they go in packs, dude.
dude, I can spend a whole episode of this talking about dinosaurs.
I
You know I
know, I
can.
know. Your Ross Geller's coming out, dude. I swear. My Chandler's like, gotcha. 5 million years ago.
It's the Jurassic
If
World
you got
games.
into this much, if you were 6 years old, you would be a paleontologist.
I'll be honest with you.
Were you having trouble between
A
deciding?
couple months ago, I was debating on switching to paleontology, and then I was like, "There's no paleontology thing close by." So
And also, I was like, it's expensive to go in any STEM major.
I know, but dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Yeah.
I can discover a new dinosaur and name
They
it
just
the
did.
Logonosaurus.
They just did.
Logonosaurus.
But they just discovered a new bird. Did you see that in CNN?
No.
I'll look it up. No, they found bones to a new bird that was not found. Hold on.
Oh, is it the one there? It's like perfectly preserved,
I think so. Yeah. So the
so you can see
fossil
the
preserves
feathers.
never before
Feathers.
seen flight feathers in the first bird.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like,
You think I?
I
You think I would have seen that?
mean, it was 2 days ago. Sometimes you're not always on the news.
Dude, I saw that like a week
Was
ago.
it a week ago? Maybe it didn't end up on my feed till like 2 days ago. 15 hours ago, I was on CNN. So you calling the futures on the book?
What the hell?
Anyway.
I saw it on Instagram.
Anyway, I would definitely. Okay, I know no one's gonna want to see the movie. I'll see it with
Who? Like Jurassic?
you. Yeah.
Oh, me and Jay are gone.
What? Can I go with you?
Yeah, sure.
Because I know my
Me and
mom.
him go watch the Jurassic World.
Yeah,
movies
my
together.
mom's not gonna. My mom was a huge fan of the originals, not the Jurassic Worlds.
I got Gordon to go
Yeah.
with me to the
Dominion.
Jurassic World theater, like
Oh,
orchestra.
oh,
thing.
yeah.
And he's like, "It's a good movie. I just haven't seen the other ones." He saw that one and he saw Jurassic World, and that's it.
He hasn't even seen the sequels.
No.
Wow.
And he's like, "So what happens in the sequels?" So the whole car ride from Cincinnati back to Bell Street, so not that far. But
oh yeah, I forgot. It was when you lived
yeah,
there.
I was explaining to him what happens in the sequels, and then what happens in Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. He said, "Wow,
that's cool.
That's stupid."
Oh come on, that's not stupid.
He's like, no, he likes like the Jurassic stuff. It's just he's not into it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So like he's never gonna watch 2, 3, Fallen Kingdom.
Okay.
Dominion. I told him that if he's gonna watch any of them, watch Dominion.
Dominion's better than the second one
because Dominion
technically
ties World back into the first movie.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I think Dominion's better than the second one.
It's really just a.
It's a fluffer.
It's a fanfare.
It's a fluffer. It kind of just finishes the information.
Not really. It just pays homage to stuff from the first movie.
Well, I had old Jeff, so that's why it's better.
Yeah, and he pulled the move he did in the first movie, where he pulls out a flare and distracts the dinosaur.
Yeah, but that was dope, though.
And it just pays. The whole thing pays homage.
I know, but that's cool, though.
It is kind of.
It wasn't on the same island, but no, but I liked that. The corruptness. I thought the corruptness of
it was a. I liked that.
I liked him going undercover. Sam Neill coming back. Like that was. I liked that better than the second one by far. Yeah. But first Jurassic World was honestly,
I liked the first.
It was pretty decent.
The first Jurassic World was so.
It was pretty decent, man. It broke like box offices when it came out because everyone's.
You know the assistant, like Claire's assistant.
Which one? The, not Nick, but.
No, like. The one that was babysitting the boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She did the stunt with the mosasaur stuff.
Oh.
Like she was on wires, and they picked her up, dropped her, picked her up, dropped her, slammed her into the water, picked her up out of the water, slammed her.
But she didn't break her neck.
Like she was like, "I want to do the stunt."
Oh my gosh.
And like they full on. You need to see. Like look it up when we're done. It's insane.
I forgot. Yeah, she got picked up by the.
Dimorphodon.
The Dimorphodons.
Or was it? It was a Pteranodon. It was not.
Yeah, Pteranodon. Yeah, they got picked them up, and then she just. And then. Crazy. That's a crazy.
Way she was like, "Yeah,
I'll do it.
I'll do my own stunt for that."
Yeah, and then,
she was also in Supergirl.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, no.
Did you ever watch Supergirl?
A little bit.
Lena Luthor.
Oh.
It's her.
Yeah. I watched it around the same time as Crisis. Even before that, when Barry Allen first went to the other universe. When he's like, "I'm the Flash," and then
they went, "Oh,
who?" And then he's like, "I'll go get ice cream."
You want ice cream?
Yeah, like no, Jimmy Buffett running to get margaritas at the same time that stunt's being done. That's crazy. But by the way, to answer your question, yes.
Oh.
You look 6 months pregnant.
With the glove too.
Makes it worse. Ryan Reynolds is in a new movie called Animal Friends, and I'm this movie is going to
open up
be.
a tab for it.
I just opened it so we can tell who's going to be in it because it's honestly kind of cast loaded, like semi loaded. Okay, people know who she is, so it's at least popular. It's not a Avengers, or it's not a Wes Anderson film where wow, there's so many people. Everyone knows these people, but they're not crazy big. But no one's casted in it. But it's got
Like they're
Addison
not playing
Rae.
specific characters.
No, it's got Addison Rae, obviously Ryan Reynolds, Addison Rae, Jason Momoa, Vince Vaughn, Aubrey Plaza, Dan Levy, and then Lil Rel Howery.
He was in Free Guy and stuff.
No, I know
Yeah.
who he is. I like him.
And
then two other people that
Seymour.
just don't know. I just don't. Oh, Eric Andre is in it, and Rob Delaney.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay,
let's go.
We'll watch this.
We'll watch the movie now. Okay,
Just
but
because Peter's in
it looks like a Doolittle-esque, but he's not a doctor. Why is Animal Friends that one? What? Okay,
Hold on.
I'm telling you, this is not real. This has to be this is not 2025. There's no way. There's not a trailer. That's Jason Momoa as Craven.
Which honestly, that's pretty interesting.
That would look kind of cool. But okay, it looks like talking animals. There's a gorilla, polar bear, parrot, giraffe. It's a big giraffe. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds' forehead. Well, what else was there? There's like another person with glasses, and we were just guessing, but it looks.
We were trying to guess who's playing
what animal because they have to talk, so we don't know the plot.
No, but Vince Vaughn is a polar bear. We
have to say Vince Vaughn's a polar bear, but in Momoa it has to be that gorilla because he is a gorilla.
His voice would fit it.
He definitely would voice a gorilla. But well,
imagine
he's the
I'm
parrot.
This is like Zookeeper, like 2.
Zookeeper 2. Yeah,
this just turns into the second, like if they create a sequel.
Because it's basically like or a Night at the Museum-esque. Just imagine Jason Momoa as the parrot.
He's the parrot?
Dude, no. Vince Vaughn is the parrot. That's an ostrich. Vince Vaughn as the parrot would go so hard. Hey, buddy, I'm going to tell you right now, just not the guy.
He has to be the polar.
I don't know. I want the parrot now.
He can't be anybody else.
I really want the parrot now. I think the parrot would be really nice.
There's a fox up there. We didn't see the fox before.
What? That's photoshopped as hell. A little sugar glider.
I don't know what that is.
That looks like a
walrus.
Yeah, or an elephant seal.
That's such like so.
It looks like an elephant seal. There's hair, and it looks like there's a nose.
Is it a dog?
That is the worst looking poster I've ever seen.
Is it a dog?
Oh no, that nose looks so bad.
Is it a dog really close up and his nose is cut off? You see what I mean?
No, but no.
Like
maybe okay.
The nose would be like right here.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, maybe like a Shih Tzu or something or something. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. You look up Ryan Reynolds Animal Friends, and it's like a Photoshop
picture. Yeah,
picture of
for sure.
Like
I'm pretty sure this is
a gorilla with an airline pillow.
I'm pretty sure this is taken straight from Doolittle, the one with Robert Downey Jr.
Yes,
and then they just put Ryan Reynolds' face.
Dude, yeah. There's no way. Yeah, look up Doolittle. Doolittles. I want Doolittle. Robert Downey Jr. Look that up. Oh wow! Oh wow! Look at it. No way. There's the sugar glider. Is it a dog?
It's a dog.
Look at the first one. Wow. No way.
Literally the exact
oh my god. This is so bad. Okay. You know, like
they moved his hand though.
Yeah, they photoshopped that out. That's not that hard to do, but okay. People need to like get a job.
That's so funny.
That's so bad. Well, now we don't know if Vince Vaughn's the polar bear. Because Affleck.
I'm hoping he plays a polar bear.
Dude, we don't even know if that's the movie.
No, we have no
It
information
just
on it.
has those people casted in a godforsaken movie that we don't know what's about, but there's animals and friends. Friends.
Okay, more movies coming out.
Okay, one that I
about
know me and
Rebirth,
you, the one that I know me and you are gonna go see right away
Zootopia 2.
is Superman,
Oh,
not Zootopia 2. God no,
yeah, no. Superman.
forgot that remake. Okay,
No, my three in July. Superman,
yeah,
Fantastic Four, Jurassic World.
is Jurassic World the last one?
I think it comes first.
Those, yeah, I think no. Fantastic Four is last. They're
Yeah,
July 26th, I think,
I have
something
no
like
clue.
that. But
Superman.
I am I when I tell my mom because when I first said I was gonna go, she's like, okay. And I told her that that Corn Sweat also went to Juilliard like Reeves and is acting like Reeves, where he's playing two different characters technically
Mm-hmm.
from Superman and
Clark.
Clark, how his presence, his facial, his voice, everything's different. That's what's gonna make this Superman automatically better than Henry Cavill's.
Peak.
Peak.
Fuck
No,
you, Zack Snyder.
fuck you, Zack Snyder. Fuck you.
I stand by
And
that.
to the fans, wake up. Wake up. I'm
They will.
sorry. I'm sorry. And DC is not all dark. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. The only thing good that is because Henry Cavill looks like Superman.
He doesn't look like Clark Kent.
He does not look like Clark Kent,
No, you could have gotten two different actors to play
and it
it,
would have made
and
sense.
it would have made more sense
It
than
would have
him
gotten the
being
guy
Clark
that
Kent.
looks like Henry Cavill. His Henry Cavill's
Matt Bomber.
yeah, he could have played Clark Kent because he looks like Henry Cavill,
Yep.
or the other way around.
Or Corn Sweat.
No, I'm telling you,
Because Corn Sweat beefed up.
he beefed up, but because of the acting, and if it goes on for, and because of James Gunn, how he's going to probably do another movie, this has the ability to be the best Superman ever. Because
Mhm.
Reeves is so far holding it, but how this is shaping up to be, it's really looking like he can top it, which is not easy to do.
No.
I mean, it's been easy because every Superman since Reeves has been dog shit, but
Tyler Hecklin.
oh my god, I mean, even I think Smallville was the closest. If I'm going to be honest, Smallville was probably the closest. But no, I know you're going with a big group of people, but I'll probably go with me, Amber, and my
And then
mom.
me, you, and Aiden can go watch it.
Yeah, another time.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah. But then, yeah. And then the one that I'm definitely taking me and Amber to go to. Because, whatever. I know you're probably going with a group of people again.
Probably.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with
It's
Amber.
gonna be an expensive month.
Yeah.
Good thing I got a job.
Yeah, I'm getting one, so I'm going to just pay that off.
Easy tickets.
Yeah.
AMC Hamilton. That's like $5. Piece of cake.
I'm trying to find where that AMC is, though. The West Side?
What, Hamilton?
Yeah. The West Side Hamilton? Because I go to downtown all the time and I don't see it. It's gotta be
It's
West
not
Side.
in downtown at all.
It's gotta be West Side.
It's
Do you take Main Street to get to there?
you can.
Okay. Trying to figure out what street that's on. What street is it on?
It says Main Street.
Maps.
That's what it says.
On Main Street?
I guess it technically is.
Downtown? Or is that.
You go this way.
Okay, that is
Keep
West Side.
going. Keep going.
And then you get to downtown? I'm assuming that's.
Keep
Is
going.
that Fifth Street?
There's the Walgreens.
That's West Side?
You know where the Walgreens is.
Yeah, but that's West Side. Yeah, keep going
and
straight. ND, and there's the river.
River.
Yeah, no, Fifth Street's right there. And
I just never really take this way.
No, I take that way all the time. I was like, it has to be West Side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually not that far.
No, and it's so cheap.
Yeah, look at website. Go to the website. It should have the website for that specific AMC. And then you can get tickets. Because I'm going to see if it is. Actually, yeah, check these out. Check these. We'll go to Lilo and Stitch.
Well, that's 15% off.
15% off?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh.
Up to 15%.
Oh. Well, maybe.
For movie
I think
tickets?
average is like what? 17. I think
That's
17 is
so
an
cheap.
adult. Yeah.
$11. Now let's go
Wow.
to AMC Westchester.
Or even like look up, yeah, you look at Westchester, and then or look up, I mean, Showcase Cinema, because at this point,
Showcase is expensive too.
I know they're
Just
more, they're
about
not as expensive as AMC's this one, but like this is bonkers. You have to select the seats. It's so much just to get the price. Yeah, 17. It's
seventeen
the same.
thirty
It's the
nine,
same as Showcase,
and then $11.
basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's
Well,
why I love
yeah, I'll go
AMC
there. Are
Hamilton.
there recliner seats?
No,
Oh my stomach.
it is an old movie theater. Like
Well, there's some theaters like
they,
we got recliners when we went to go see Lilo and Stitch, and they were
it's
very comfy.
it's
But
the old timey like.
yeah, but there the seats fine.
I mean, it's comfortable enough for you to sit there for 2 hours.
Okay, I mean that's all that matters. I'd rather save $20.
Exactly.
So,
I told you that we should go there. You're like,
well, my mom was
my
like,
mom said no.
my
There's
mom, I
bed
don't,
bugs,
my mom dumber from last time. She
and
hurt. I guess she hurt something, and you've been there what 7 times since that,
I've been
and
there
you're
a ton
like,
of times.
I haven't.
Every time a new
So,
Marvel movie comes out, I go there.
yeah, I mean,
Except except for Captain America
yeah, I went to.
and Thunderbolts.
Where'd you go for those two?
AMC Westchester for Captain America.
Okay, and
And Springdale
oh, you actually
for
go to
Thunderbolts.
Springdale.
Because Gordon and Jules,
I forgot they're right there. So
they were just like we were babysitting Holden Miles or
okay,
whatever, and they just text me. They're like, "You want to go see Thunderbolts right now?"
wow.
I was like, "Right now?"
Was
They're
it the
like,
day
"Yeah, we
of?
already got you a ticket."
Was it the day of? Oh wow. Yeah, I also.
And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Come to Springdale then." So,
Yeah, I was
shoot.
shocked you go there by. I was like, you normally never go there by yourself, like out of your own. And you still didn't, but
No, I didn't. You're right. And we went there to go see the Minecraft movie with Holden.
mm,
My
yeah.
mom paid for the tickets for that.
But I mean, yeah. Well, if you're like, oh, you pay for my ticket, you don't want to go.
Yeah, we're going to Springdale.
Okay, yeah,
And
sure.
Springdale is my theater. Love that place, even
I
though we got
know.
kicked out.
We didn't get kicked out.
They said we
We were
are
too
stupid.
old.
No, we were stupid.
We didn't read.
I was turning 18 in
18.
2 months, and I said, no.
I think it was less than that. I think it was like weeks. No. There's an age policy where you're 18 or older, you can stay past 9 or 8 or something. And we got
It
there at
was 6.
6.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We were so mad. We're like, the timing was outrageous.
And then we went back to your house and watched
It's Amazing Spider Man
The Amazing Spider Man
1.
1.
And we're like, this movie's so good.
Yeah, this is peak, right?
This is better than the Into the Spider Across the Spider Verse or whatever.
It wasn't.
It was, but it was still pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But no, we went. I'll tell you how much better we got a good person. So you know how we had to go and go back to like head the head person in charge of that one, whatever that table was called, the naked guy. What?
Naked Gun?
Oh, gun. I the and I don't even know what was wrong with my eyes. I'm not interested in that.
Liam Neeson?
Oh, I'll watch that.
It's a comedy.
That makes sense. Oh, he's older. He's the English Irish. They like to do comedies when they get older. But anyway, um, customer service. Remember, we had to go there to get a refund because we already bought
Yep.
the tickets. So we went there. We went there trying to go to a 7:35 time yesterday, and it was 2 days ago, and it was two. We were maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes from there, and all the seats were taken. We're like, it's Lilo and Stitch, guys, but it was packed. So we got seats for an 8:50 time, and it was later, so we were like, okay, but we bought it out like probably over an hour before, so it gave you a redeemer. It's supposed to print you the tickets and the redeemer, so you can then show the whatever concessions, and you get the food. Um, and so we just went back home. We laid down for a little bit, and then we went back out. And so we had to show. We showed the food people, and they were like, "Okay." And then they just took it. So I'm like, "Can we have that back just in case?" And then we had to go to the ticket guy, and they're like, "You got to go to that guy." And we're like, "Okay." We were just worried if we weren't going to see the trailers. I was like, "I got to see my Superman trailer for the fourth time this week." But I thought it was gonna be a new one because they hold sometimes they hold new trailers just for theaters, but
It's
it was the same one. But I was still happy.
James Gunn. He He sticks with his trailers.
Yeah, which I'm happy.
They were like, "There's gonna be a 5 minute preview before the Minecraft movie of unseen footage." It was the same trailer that had been released already.
That's good.
That was it.
That's good.
I was so excited to see a sneak peek,
It
only
was.
in theaters,
That's funny. But
and then it wasn't.
anyway, and we went up to this guy at the customer service. And he's like, "It didn't print you off tickets." I'm like, "No, that's what the other guy was like confused about." And they're like, "It just printed this, and it was gonna be like a redeem, whatever." And he's like, "Oh, okay." This older gentleman. There's a dog in the background. If
I don't
you
know if
probably
they
can't.
can.
Yeah, you probably can't.
Hold
You're
on.
probably pretty good. Oh, can you hear that, guys?
A little bit.
You probably hear like a back in the background.
It's
I don't even know, but
very faint.
he printed off the tickets and we got our drinks and everything was fine. I was like, you're so nice. He had a smile on his face. I saw Chris Pratt too.
That's Chris Pratt?
That's Chris Pratt.
I did not recognize him.
Look at that. Looked like Chris Pratt. Man, my stomach. I need a pretzel.
That is Chris Pratt.
I knew it was Annabelle Wallace. It looks familiar. Rebecca Ferguson.
Ugh.
She's fine, just not her role.
Don't get me started.
But those are definitely the movies I'm excited to see. I'll probably go to I'll try out the Hamilton for the Superman.
It's just cheap.
Yeah,
That's it. So me, you, and Aiden can go there for cheap.
that's true. And then I'll get snacks and I'll wear a hoodie. We all can wear a hoodie.
I don't wear hoodies.
Aiden always wears hoodies sometimes, but I'll wear a hoodie. I wear them, but I have like a double pocket jacket.
You'll do what you did when we went to go see Joker.
Yeah, I
He
wore
packed up
a
Walmart bag or something with a bunch of food.
Yeah, because it was a spare candy that I didn't have wrapped, and so I just put them in a Meyer bag or Ziploc, and I stuffed it in my jacket. And they were like, Hamilton really won't care because they
don't care at all.
You could walk in with the candy in your hand. They're like, "Would you buy that here?" And you're like, "No," and they're like, "Okay."
All right, it's $11.
Okay, take it. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that.
No, and me and Aiden already talked about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but that is coming out this year.
To see that with you guys.
Yeah, it'll be the three of us.
Yeah, I just gotta if it be late because if it's definitely a Friday night,
we'd
have to see it the night of. It's a Friday night, of course, but we'd either have to see it a weekend.
December 5th.
Oh, so I'm almost off. So that's actually perfect. No, I'm glad that the Marvel movies got pushed back to December.
It's a December 5th is a Friday.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it might have to be late that night or that Saturday, but it's fine. No, I'm glad they moved Doomsday and Secret Wars to December 15th because
it's Doomsday's December. Is it 15th or is
it's something late? It's 15th, 17th.
It's the 26th.
No, that's way too late. No.
No, because it's releasing the same day as Dune. Oh, 18th.
Yeah, I was like, it's not past Christmas.
Yeah, because they said this is going to be a lot bigger than Barbenheimer ever was.
Just
Doomsday.
Doomsday. I know. They're like, it's not. Barbenheimer.
And Florence Pugh was in both
movies. I was about to say the exact same thing. I was like,
she's going to have an amazing December.
She's going to have so much money. Did you see that she already outranked Ryan Gosling as the biggest box office actor right now?
I believe it.
Yeah, let's look at this cast.
Google quick. Is just off, and I already know it.
It's really off because some of these people
they just put random
dead.
People
some of these people are dead.
These people have been announced. Okay. Haley Steinfeld has not been announced at all.
But I think she might be in it. He's in it. He's in it.
Oscar Isaac's rumored.
Yeah, rumored.
Playing 3 different characters. And it's not just the different Moon Knight
Apocalypse,
personalities.
Moon Knight, and
2099.
Apocalypse is gonna be in it. God, it's gonna be
such. Iman Vellani.
Yeah, she's now in it.
She's in the concept art.
But so I mean, her name's in it, so
but she hasn't been.
More.
Charlie Cox.
Rumored, but I'm pretty sure he's confirmed almost.
He said he's not, but
okay.
Mark Ruffalo.
That's got to be.
He's not confirmed.
We still have to have an answer for him and his son. Like
we did. Haley Atwell is not confirmed. Neither is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Captain Carter. Doctor Strange is probably going to be in it.
Or Catherine Newton's not confirmed.
Dude, she's probably not going to come back.
He died.
Yeah, he died.
and Shang-Chi.
Ironheart,
Ironheart,
she probably will.
Wong,
Wong, maybe.
America Chavez.
She's definitely gonna probably be in it.
She has to play an important
She
role.
has to.
Aquafina, not
Oh,
confirmed.
she's not gonna be in it. She has no powers. Yo,
She's in everything, dude.
she's
It
just gonna
doesn't.
force her way in.
And
Excuse
Paul
me.
Bettany's not even
Why is my
confirmed either.
Ebon Moss Bogart is that far down the list? He is
Because
so
Google sucks.
important. He's important.
Here, let's go to IMDb. They know what they're doing.
I see the actor for Nightwing, and I hear not Nightwing, Nightcrawler, and I think of the who, what, when, where, and why. You know that TikTok?
No.
It's like it's that old show he was on, and he's like,
Oh yeah, no, I've seen
you
that.
know, no, it's so stupid, but I love it.
Yeah, okay. They only have the confirmed cast on
Okay,
IMDb.
Channing Tatum. It's gonna be so good. But
that should be it.
I'm excited because I'm glad it's out because I'm almost out of whatever semester I'm in. Either if it's co-op or whatever. Even if it's co-op, it's better because if I'm working, it's a 9 to 5 and it's around here, so I'm not gonna be worried. Working 9 to 5.
Don't go out of bed.
Look, kitchen, pour my cup of coffee. Perfect mark. 10 times. That's funny.
I'm not gonna rate
Our own perfect.
If I would, it's not gonna be that high.
It would be 2. That's crazy. I'm in there a lot.
Nuh-uh.
Where's my credit?
For some insight,
Where's my credit?
we have Perfect Marvel Spider-Man on IMDb now. You have writer's credit, acting credit, producing credit, composing credit, and that's it.
That's crazy.
Let's see if they fixed Gordon's thing. They did.
Gordon, what do the things say up there? Gordon Smith is known for the Incredible podcast for Marvel Incredible. You should put Boom. You looking for this?
It's one episode.
As his credentials. I mean,
he was a podcast host for one episode. Was it one episode?
I thought it was 2.
I thought it was. I
2.
told him, I was like, you should bring it back under the Uncrustables brand.
I thought it was 2.
I was like, we will take Boom, you looking, it's 1.
Oh, that's crazy.
We will take Boom, you looking for this under our wing.
Sure.
Because all he did was review movies. That was his whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
and we do that all the time.
I know, sometimes too much, but
so having something like that would really be good for us, and we wouldn't have to do it. Gordon would record it, and he'd just upload it.
Sweet.
We wouldn't have to do much. I know she's not cast. Do you think Silver Surfer's going to be in?
Yeah.
Doomsday?
Well, because Galactus is going to be a huge thing. That's going to be whether or not. Because they're not going to kill Galactus. Well, Galactus doesn't die. But she's not in it.
She was in it.
For what?
1 episode.
Oh, I was thinking this was the Perfect Marvel
podcast.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Zachary
Fisher. That's how his last name's spelled?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
actor, producer, and writer. That is what you're credited.
Sweet.
Roman Cobham is known for Perfect Marvel Spider-Man, the Incredible Podcast, and Perfect Marvel's Incredible Hulk. Not even out.
It's not dated.
It is currently, does it say, in post-production.
Wow.
Because we have everything recorded for it.
Part of me wants to watch the Spider-Man as we just get our food and just watch it.
Watch our Spider-Man?
Yeah. Our 10-minute long video.
Take notes?
Yeah.
We can. No, nobody has been. The only people announced in the cast so far for Hulk is you as Ross and Hulk.
I forgot him, Phil.
Hayden Martin, Bruce Banner, Amber Eichel as Betty Ross. Ethan McGarren
Go
as
see
Brian Banner.
I'll see poo poo.
And then he's not officially because trailers. And then a recast. But nobody knows who he is yet, so
That's fine.
because we had DJ in the first trailer. You know, I was having so much fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Incrustables.
Super Beats Heart Shoes Advanced.
No, I want to be able to edit like a picture.
Yeah.
Whatever, and I'll just do like our cover picture, the three of us.
Yeah.
Aiden is because he's a host.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's technically a director of Perfect Marvel stuff. But like he doesn't know any of this
He's
stuff.
not. He's an owner. He does not a director.
In this sense, because it says directed by the Incrustables.
Oh.
Hypothetically, yes, but
He can be more of a producer because he technically has to. He does more of the tech than I do because he sends it over just because I don't.
He would be considered a producer for from this point forward. So not Hulk.
Okay. So just everything
But
after.
everything after Hulk would be us three.
Sweet.
As executive producers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can we can end this now.
Talk about movies for too long. Anyway, but no, I'm excited for movies.
I am too. We didn't even get to another topic too.
No, we'll just rank them.
We're going to talk about TV shows, but there's nothing really interesting.
The only good one is Ironheart that has possibility, and that's about it.
Ironheart and
Countdown.
And
baby. I would like to think about the Dairy. Welcome to Dairy.
That will be successful.
That will.
I know it will because it also has Bill Skarsgård in it.
As
his role as Pennywise.
Oh, I'm gonna love that show because I like it. I like the bit series.
Yeah, so it will be successful.
But I like it. All right, well, we'll make maybe our movies might be on there. You know?
What?
Maybe our Perfect Marvel might be on like a rank you very much. Maybe
our favorite projects we've worked on.
Yeah, they might become so. They might
our favorite things we've written. I already know mine. So
that whole X-Men, Fantastic Four 1.
Fantastic Four is my favorite.
X-Men 2.
X-Men's solid.
And then 3 is Hulk.
The way we wrote Spider-Man
was definitely and not the best, but
it wasn't the best, but it was our first one, so we do have a connection to it.
So I guess they can be 3.
We'll get there. We have a lot of things written so far for like 8 different projects.
That's true.
So
one of them's like a sentence.
Yeah, we don't have much for some of them.
It's a sentence.
But yeah, that'll do it for episode 11.
7-11.
When we get to season 7.
No. Be 45.
That's not true. We're already in season 4.
85.
Mentally? Yeah.
Both.
No.
Yeah.
We're in season 4 right now. It's been 3 years since we started.
Oh, it's gonna be a big ass break. I don't know. Just making fun of it.
We're just pushing through Florida as we go. Living La Vida Loca if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And you guys should too.
And yep.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Peace.
Skibbity bop.
Skibbity
Skibbity
bop.